Hello. In this video, we will look at a situation where files were encrypted using Windows EFS and then disappeared. They were accidentally deleted, formatted, or the partition was deleted, the NTFS file system was damaged, or access to the files was lost after reinstalling Windows. We will show how to work with the EFS certificate and private key using Windows as an example, and demonstrate how the program works with encrypted files on Mac OS. At the same time, the program supports working with storage media and disk images, and also allows you to scan and recover found files in Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Windows EFS, or Encrypting File System, is a technology for encrypting individual files and folders in the NTFS file system. After encryption, the file remains visible in Windows, but it can only be opened by the user whose profile contains the corresponding EFS certificate and private key. This data confirms the right of access to the encrypted file. If such a file is copied to another computer or Windows is reinstalled without saving the key, access to it may be lost. Important: EFS works specifically with NTFS. If the storage media is formatted in FAT32 or exFAT, this feature is unavailable. BitLocker and EFS share a common goal: to protect information from unauthorized access, but they are applied at different levels and in different situations. BitLocker encrypts the entire drive or an individual partition. Its main purpose is to keep the content inaccessible in case a laptop, HDD, or SSD is stolen. If such media is connected to another computer, it will be impossible to read it without a recovery key, the corresponding TPM, or password. EFS works with individual files in the NTFS file system. This technology is better suited for multi-user computers where several user accounts have access to the same drive. The owner opens their documents in the usual way, while other users cannot view them without the appropriate certificate and private key. The recovery mechanism also differs. For BitLocker, a 48-character recovery key, TPM, or recovery password, is typically used. For EFS, you need a certificate with a private key, which can be exported to a .pfx file. After unlocking, BitLocker works seamlessly. The system and applications see the files as normal. EFS also does not prevent the owner from working with documents, but they remain inaccessible to third-party accounts. These solutions can be combined. BitLocker protects the entire volume, while EFS additionally restricts access to selected files at the user level. When a user encrypts files via EFS, Windows creates or uses an EFS certificate for the current user. It is stored in the Windows Certificate Store. To view the current user certificates, press Win+R, type the command certmgr.msc, and press Enter. In the certificate manager that opens, go to the current user, Personal, Certificate section. This is usually where the certificate associated with encrypting file system is stored. It is important to understand: to access EFS files, you need not only the password for your Windows account, but also the corresponding EFS certificate and private key. If the private key is lost, decrypting the files using standard Windows tools will be impossible. After encrypting files, Windows may display a notification offering to back up the key. It is important not to skip this step, as the backup copy is what allows you to restore access to EFS files after reinstalling the system or moving data to another computer. To export the key manually, press Win+R, type the command certmgr.msc, and press Enter. In the Certificate Manager window, go to the Personal, Certificate section, find the certificate with the encrypting file system purpose, right-click on it, and select All Tasks, Export. In the Certificate Export wizard, be sure to select Yes, export the private key, and then specify the personal information exchange. .pkcs12.pfx format. After that, set a password to protect the .pfx file and save it to another storage medium, such as a USB flash drive or external drive. The .pfx file contains the private key, so it must be kept in a safe place. If an unauthorized person obtains it along with the password, they will be able to gain access to your encrypted EFS files. An EFS key is required to access files encrypted via encrypting file system. Using it, you can open encrypted data, transfer access to another computer, create a backup copy of the certificate, or remove encryption from files. It is important to understand, without the private key, it is impossible to simply find out the password to an EFS file, crack it, or open the file using only the password from your Windows account. If Windows was reinstalled, the user profile was lost, and there is no backup copy of the key in .pfx format, access to EFS files may be lost forever. Data recovery software can find the encrypted files themselves or help recover lost backup keys. However, it cannot crack EFS encryption without the correct private key. Launch Hetman Partition Recovery. In the main window, the program will display all available connected media that can be scanned. To view the contents of the media and find lost data, run an analysis. In most cases, it is recommended to start with a fast scan, especially if the file system was not damaged. After the scan is complete, the program will display current and deleted files, marking deleted objects with a special icon. The original folder structure will also be preserved, which significantly simplifies searching for the required data. Among the found files, there may also be encrypted objects. Their preview will be unavailable until you add the appropriate access key. In this case, the program will prompt you to specify the key required to decrypt the files. You can add a key to encrypted files in two ways. To add decryption data, click Add Decryption Data in the preview window. You can also select the desired file, open the Tools menu, and choose Add Decryption Data. After that, a dialog box will open. In it, you need to specify the encryption type, select the key file, and enter the password corresponding to this key. After adding the correct decryption data, the program will gain access to the contents of the encrypted files and display them for preview. Select the required objects and click the Recovery button, then specify the location to save them. Important: recovered data must be saved to another physical drive. Do not save files to the same drive or partition that was scanned, as this may lead to data overwriting and make further recovery difficult or impossible. So, we have covered how to find encrypted files after scanning a drive, why previewing them might be unavailable, and how to add an access key for decrypting data in Hetman Partition Recovery. If this video was useful to you, subscribe to our channel, like it, and leave comments. Write about the encryption or data recovery problem you have encountered.